Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. For me, the main thing that I'm going to be getting up to is my normal Monday routine, which is cleaning, and that's actually pretty much it because I fed all my plants and took care of them yesterday. So yeah, just cleaning today. But I have something that I want to say. Last night it was thunderstorming like really a lot, which was kind of amazing, and it was so needed, so I'm so happy that we got a good thunderstorm. But while it was storming, I kind of was knitting and I miscounted and I didn't realize how much I had knit. So, unfortunately, I am done knitting the blanket. I finished knitting it without you. That's why it's unfortunate. So, I am sorry, but yeah, the blanket is officially done being knit and we get to start sewing it together today. So, after I vacuum, I'm gonna lay out the squares and see what it's gonna look like before I sew it together. So, you're finally gonna get to see what the pattern is gonna be, which is very, very exciting. But yeah, unfortunately, I did finish knitting without you, and I am so sorry. I would have been positive that I had another square to make. I even have another one started because I was so confident that that I had another one. But no, we are done knitting the blanket, which is very, very exciting. I was just really relaxed with the storm and enjoying knitting. But honestly, I am still glad that I'm done knitting and we get to sew it together because I'm so excited to show you what the pattern is. But right now, I just wanted to say good morning and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in just a second. I think that's the right order. I'm not entirely sure, but all of the blanket squares are now stacked up. I have them off of the floor so that I can vacuum, but I forgot that I had to weave in the yarn tails. I left some of them out so that way I can tie the yarn that I'm going to sew the blanket together with to get it started. I'll show you when I'm doing that what I mean. But yeah, all of the squares are now ready to be knit with, and this is, yeah, again, hopefully the right pattern. I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure it out when I lay it down, but I think that's right. I can't believe we made all 80 of those squares in just about a month and a half, which is really impressive. But yeah, I'm excited to lay it out. I just need to vacuum first and then we'll see what it looks like. I'm so excited. It was actually in the right pattern. I am so happy about that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna start getting this thing sewed together now. It's still a big blanket, as you can see, but it's not like super big. It's still on the smaller side, so that's good. But what I was talking about, I'll show you in just a second with the extra tails that I did not weave in. I'm going to tie the yarn that I'm gonna sew the blanket together with to this piece, and then I'm gonna sew it down, and same with the ones that are on the corners here on these rows, and I'm going to go across with those. I've done it with my blankets before and it just makes it easier to get it started. But yeah, let me go grab the yarn and tapestry needle and start sewing. I probably will not be recording while I am getting this sewn together. I just wanted to show you how I am going to real quick. So this is the extra yarn tail that I didn't weave in, and then I just tie it like that. So now the little piece that I'm going to be using as the like thread is now attached to the blanket. It's a very big piece of yarn because I'm hoping that it will make it all the way across the blanket. It does get tangled when it's super long like this, but hopefully it won't that bad. I'd rather not have to reattach a bunch of pieces, if that makes sense, and just have it in one and have to, you know, kind of untwist it every so often. But anyway, I'm just gonna do like I think this is called a blanket stitch actually, when I'm sewing this together. So that's how it's gonna be stitched, and I'm gonna do that all the way across every single side. I highly doubt I'm gonna get all of this thing sewn together today, but you never know. Time for a little break, I think. I started this row going down the blanket that way now. So this square is technically fully attached to the blanket now on both sides, which is super exciting. So we have one that is done, and I just realized I did not know where I put the white square that I ran out of yarn with. It's right here. That's hilarious. I was wondering where where that ended up. Anyway, I also got this entire row completely sewn. So yeah, we have one full row done and we're started on that one, but it obviously still has the rest of the way to go and everything else still needs to be sewn. But yeah, pretty good progress for right now. We might work on it a little bit later. For right now, I'm happy with how much we got done. And I am still gonna knit today, even though I finished everything for the other blanket, and I already got started actually. We are using, hang on a second, this ball of yarn now, so very, very enjoyable, but we are now starting the other blanket as well because I figure, you know, I still want to knit and sewing is a little bit frustrating for me, honestly, so I need to take breaks with that fairly often because I want to sew it together kind of, I know it's not going to be, but very similarly spaced apart, if that makes sense. And when I get frustrated, I start to try and rush through sewing. So in order to do it properly, it is going to take me a little while. So because I am not going to be working on that very much, probably every single day, honestly, I'm going to get started on the other blanket. So that way I'll be able to have quite a bit of squares made for this one too. And I'm still amazed that we finished that blanket. Technically it's not done yet, but I'm still gonna say I finished it because, you know, the knitting portion in about a month and a half. That is amazingly impressive. And I did get a little bit more sewing done. I did finish that other, the one that I was working on when I took a break. I finished that, I guess it's a row as well, or a seam. I don't know what to call it, but I finished sewing that one as well today. So I got 2 rows technically sewn. It's more than I expected, honestly, to get done today. Because I also needed to get all my cleaning done, which did not take very long as well because my plants were all cared for already, so that was very nice. But yeah, the cleaning and everything is all done. My room feels amazing. All the plants are happy. Even though we had the thunderstorm last night and it was windy and everything, Maple Tree did not fall over. So the little support group of the garden is still working amazingly. I cannot believe that they have not fallen over once yet. And also I knit the end of the yarn into this square almost way too well. I can't really even, okay, it's the other side. I can't tell which end of the square I need to finish on. I am very impressed at how well it's blended in and that I can't see it, but it's kind of very annoying because I need to know which side it's on. I'll show you what I mean when I finish knitting because yeah, it's very difficult. The only reason I can kind of tell is because there's a tiny little, and I don't know what it's from, but a tiny little, I think it's paint or like something from like my pen or something, like when I write on my journal, but I haven't had that over here, either of those two things. But there's a tiny bit of black ink or paint or something on the very edge of the yarn. So that's the only reason I can be able to see that right now. But besides getting started on the second blanket that I need to finish before Christmas, and obviously the cleaning as well, but besides all of that, also ran a couple of errands and spent a good amount of time outside again. It is very nice weather. It was saying that it was going to be raining right now, but obviously that is looking very unlikely considering there is literally not a single cloud in the sky right now. The sky honestly looks fake because it's so blue and bright. It's really pretty. And I am so grateful that yesterday was a nice rainy day, like the entire day. Just, oh, there's a spider climbing up my window. It's on the outside, but there's a little spider out there. But I'm especially grateful for it because it kind of made me completely do absolutely nothing and just take the day to relax. And that is such a tiny little spider. It's so cute. It's not a jumping spider. I definitely have a favorite type of spider. It's just like a normal little guy. But anyway, yeah, because of the rest day yesterday, I'm not sore anymore and I have energy again. And yeah, it was definitely a needed day yesterday. And while we are getting the other blanket sewn together, the knitting is probably not going to be making that much progress with knitting while I'm getting that sewn because my time is going to be used a lot on that. So I'm imagining most of the knitting that I get done each day will be when I'm chatting with you instead of like being able to pick up the knitting needles during the day. I don't think that's going to be happening very much until I finish sewing that one. Hi, sweetie. You okay? You's a silly girl. What you doing? She normally meows a lot longer than that. But just being able to work on both blankets at once is amazing, even if I don't get much knitting done each day, is what I was trying to say before I got very cutely interrupted. And I'm on the wrong side, so I'm gonna knit one more row here, and then I will show you what I knit today, even though it's literally just this. Oh, and with the other blanket that I'm sewing together, that is gonna be just laid out like that on the floor until I'm done sewing it, and it's fine over there because I can avoid that area very easily. It's not really in the way at all, thankfully. That's why I put it over there. But yeah, that's gonna be like that until it's sewn together now. And we have, let's see here, I love knitting with white yarn. It just feels so soft. But anyway, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows on here today. So we knit 13 rows. That's it today. It's kind of amazing, honestly, that this is all that we have knit. And there it is. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see this or not, but there is a teeny tiny little black line right here, and that's the end of the yarn. So yeah, that's what I have to look for to figure out what side is which on this square. I definitely have to pay attention, and also this is so satisfying how big this ball of yarn is. And I have a second one too, because this blanket is gonna be pink and white, so I have 2 of them, and it's just like, hang on. But anyway, that is gonna do it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you have a good day today, no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day. And for me tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna be getting up to just yet. Definitely more sewing and knitting. I know that much for sure, but besides that, I have no idea. So we will figure it out tomorrow. Again, just thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye!